Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we're just going to take you around the farm. We're going to check some of our cattle. We're going to just go around and just check things. Basically is what you do a lot of times on a farm.
Check fence.
Make sure your
check to see how the grass is growing.
Yep.
Luckily this is I mean, you can tell, like if you zoom down, this is a really good stand in this field. They've been back here for well over a month, and it hasn't been picked, but it's so thick. I drilled this in with persist orchard grass about 3 years ago, and I went this way and this way when I drilled it in. So it drilled it in really thick. We got a kind of a weed, or it's called Lespedeza, that was back here before so we're going to have to hit it with some pasture guard next year probably to kill that out. But we've been struggling a little bit trying to keep that down, keep it mowed so it don't go to seed. So, but the orchard grass has come up really thick, so it's helping to choke it out. But we're going to spray it next year too when it comes up, so try to get those weeds out. But this field used to be nothing but cedar trees and tulip poplar trees and briars. So this field's come a long ways from what it used to be.
Yeah, so we're just going to take you along with us as we do some of our sometimes daily, sometimes weekly chores. And if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. But let's go.
I will need you to help me get them in tomorrow.
Okay.
Come on through, baby, before they get out. Hey, Mook. Hey, girl. She's just going to walk on past.
Well, hey, Mookie. Oh, my gosh.
She's like, what's in?
This is our...
She's like, where's the treats?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the treats?
This is our Mookie.
She's like, where's the treats, Brian?
New, we raised her from a baby.
Where's the treats at, Brian?
As you can tell, she doesn't know she's 1,200 pounds or however.
Hey there. Gloria.
Gloria. Hey. Ooh, did you hear that?
Yeah, belched.
They all want to sniff the camera.
Yeah, they do. Big butt Mook.
There's Mookie. I'll just kind of show you what she's doing. She knows no boundaries.
Yeah. She's like, do you got any
we had her
bread or anything in there?
As a calf, we had her in the house at one point, not continuously, but brought her in for feedings here and there. So she doesn't really, she's more of a pet.
Yeah. She has a good calf.
But she had a really
nice calf. First calf she had this year, and he was a big old bull calf.
He was, and she was a good mom. That's what we were worried about, because her mom was a bad
Not a good mom. So you took care of him, didn't you?
She turned out being a really good mom.
You took care of him good.
He was actually one of the better looking bulls. Oh my gosh, how cute.
What you doing, Mookie?
Thumbnail.
Cheer up, Boom.
I did.
Let's see how it looks.
All right, Mookie, can I get on here?
She's like, no.
Mookie. Oh. Hey, honey. Can I get up here? I think that's how I'm about to get on is jump on.
That's the one we're going to take. She's the one that laying down. Yeah.
Okay.
She's the one we're going to get her foot through.
Okay. be quick.
Mookie. I know. Your laxative's working. You're like, Mr. Brown, you got some more of that food you've been
Looks
giving
like
us?
you put some wood chips in here.
Yeah. They don't like it, though. They're laying over here in the dirt now. That'd make their bed a little softer, but
Here's our two girls.
think they
Or
prefer
no.
dirt.
There's a boy
boys.
and a girl. Oh, it's two boys.
Mhm.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah, should have dumped that out. I had some dirt in it. I'll get you all a little bit more since I dumped a little bit of it out. Yeah, they can be.
Look at them. Look at them looking at me.
Let me get them a little more water. I'm gonna get a 55-gallon plastic barrel.
Yeah.
And put in there. That way, might have filled up once a month or 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
We want you guys to help us name these two pigs. So I'm going to start a poll. So be watching for that to name. So it's two male pigs. I'm going to start a poll. You guys let us know which names you like best, and that's what we'll name them.
I know some others stinking that fast. These are stinky butts. I smelled them outside the barn.
You can already smell them?
Yeah.
The others didn't start stinking like that till they were bigger.
Luckily, the neighbors, aka my parents, they're on the west, or they're on the east side of our house, so
Yeah.
they get the prevailing wind from the west that brings the odor toward their house. But they're good as long as we give them some pork.
Yeah.
So
that's the trade-off.
If you got
right?
neighbors and you got hogs, just give them some sausage and pork chops.
Yeah.
And they're usually happy.
They're happy.
Yeah, they don't complain about the smell. Actually, we don't smell these up at our house.
No.
Not usually.
Just basically when you walk past.
Yeah, when you get close to the barn.
That,
but the barn's back far enough from the house.
or that window.
The barn's back far enough, I don't think.
Yeah, just usually when you're walking past those two windows, you get a whiff of Mr. and Mr. Stinky.
Yeah. Stinky butt one and stinky butt two.
We're gonna name them, so.
And we're gonna try it. I'm gonna build another pen there and another pen there.
Yeah.
That way we can keep rotating like every quarter. So basically, I don't know if we're growing some more for the homeless again, so they can have food. And eventually I'm gonna build a barn out there, hopefully, and have some more stalls. But we're gonna do like 3 here and like just keep raising some every quarter. So every quarter we have pork to go to the homeless ministry to help feed them, and beef.
Yeah, that's super important.
So that's the plan.
I think when you're somebody that has resources, kind of like we do, we have beef, we have pork resources. I think it's important, if you can, to help other people that maybe don't have these type of resources. Like we have large quantities of beef at our disposal, and most people don't have that. And so because we do try to give back to people who don't have it, and it's actually so rewarding. Don't you feel like?
Yeah. I mean, we give beef to other people that
just in our community.
We just want to give it to them, and then sometimes we give it to families that they need. They're not homeless, but they might be in a hard place where they need some meat.
Yeah.
So we give them roast and steaks and hamburger, and
yeah.
But
now,
the homeless
now
definitely.
We added pork.
Yeah. But the homeless definitely need it, and it's satisfying knowing that, because our son helps with the homeless ministry, feeding them on the weekend. So, especially in the wintertime, it's really satisfying knowing that we're helping, giving them a warm meal.
Yeah.
And that's the little bit we can do.
It's so expensive right now to go get this stuff at the grocery. And when you have, say, cattle or pigs as a resource, then you get it in large quantities, and the overhead cost really isn't that bad when you think about it.
Hogs
We
are
broke it
fairly cheap.
down.
Yeah, hogs are fairly cheap to raise. I mean, we do have costs in feed
Yeah.
and buying the feeder pigs. We buy them when they're young, like 60 pounds, and then we grow them out. But there's not a lot of costs in feed. There's more in trying to raise a beef out. You know, this mineral and feed
More
and
time,
hay.
and there's more time
Yeah,
in
because you're like
beef too.
16, 18 months on a steer.
Yeah.
And then a hog, a 60-pound hog you can have ready in 4 months to go. 300-pound to go to the butcher.
Right.
So they're definitely quicker.
And so, did you see
See
that
that?
one?
Yeah.
Pig?
We got a
So we
bossy
just want
one.
to encourage you guys that you may not be able to do, like, donate a lot of meat or something like that, but there are things that you can do that are within your resource to do. And I think if we all just do a little bit, then it does so much. They're being pushy.
That one's bossing the other one around.
That's how it was last time.
There's your food, and there's your food.
We had one that was bossy and one that was more passive. You just got to catch the bossy one and say, knock it off.
Sounds like somebody's out there rubbing like crazy.
We've been followed. Well, hey, girls. Oh, and sorry,
Sherman.
Mr. Sherman, didn't see you there.
What you doing? What you doing, girl? So you be glad when it gets cold and those flies come off, don't you? Here comes 1908.
Here she comes.
She's the other friendly one. What you doing, girl?
Yep.
She's like, I'm going to lick your arm.
She will. She'll lick the camera.
Yeah.
There we go.
Girl.
Very, very friendly.
She was another one as a calf. We didn't bottle feed her, but she was super friendly as a calf.
We just handled her a lot.
Super friendly.
Yeah.
Ow. So you're a friendly girl, wasn't you? And you're a good mama, too.
Yeah,
you're a good mama, too.
She just looks so good.
So you're a good mama as well, aren't you, girl?
They like that scratch behind the ears. I mean, think about it. They can't reach it.
I had that brush. I need to find it.
Yeah.
I was brushing with it.
The German Shepherd brush.
I think it's in the side-by-side. Girl. What you doing, buddy?
That is, I tell you what, a bull looking at you is so intimidating.
At least it wasn't him chasing you that day.
I mean, look at that face.
I know.
Yeah, if he was Brian, if he was
Gloria,
I think I would have passed out. You'd had to pick me up because he would have run me over. It was him. Oh, she's backing him up. These girls can push him around.
Didn't hurt anything, I guess.
Yeah, we were just talking about Sherman's little spot.
Yeah.
That was from a cow patty.
Yeah. It was
freezing that day.
I think it was like -17 that week, 13 maybe. And him and the other bulls, I had him and three other.
Zoom in one more time.
I had him and 3 young bulls, and all the other cows went down in the flats or back in the cedar thicket to get out of the wind. And he stayed up on top of the hill with the other young bulls, and I even took the hay down into the bottom so they could get out of the wind. Well, they never would. They stood up there all day. Well, he laid in a hot cow patty, I guess, and it froze on his sack. Yeah. And it stuck on there because it didn't warm up for a couple weeks. It stuck on there for a couple weeks. It looked like somebody stuck a pancake on there. And then finally it fell off, and when it fell off, it left a raw spot.
Right.
And then he's got that whitish spot now.
I mean,
but it didn't. He's had calves. I thought maybe he got frostbite and it might have messed.
That could have been what happened.
It can. But he's had baby since, so it didn't mess him up any.
Yeah.
Oh, Mookie.
There's Mookie. There's our 12
belching like crazy. You must have ate pizza. Get indigestion.
Do you have something?
Mm-hmm.
Upset your belly, Mookie. Just getting a little pamper session.
She'll put her head down.
I know.
She keeps her head down.
They enjoy that.
big belches.
Oh my goodness. They so enjoy this. Especially this girl. Look at her. You hear her breathing kind of slow down a little bit? Look at her face. Look at the others. Look, you got a line. You got a line. You got a line.
Oh, she got tuckleburrs all in her tail. Girl, I can get them out. Crazy old flies. Be glad when it's cold out.
Silver's like,
be glad when it's cold out and get them
look,
flies
Brian,
off, baby.
You got somebody coming. Hey, Mookie. You enjoying this? Look at that. Look at her face. She is loving it. Aren't you, girl? Yes, you are.
See, we do this all of them, but
Look behind
she's
you.
the tame one.
Silver's ready for
Hey,
her.
Silver.
Her pamper session. Oh, maybe not.
She don't know, maybe.
And then look at that head.
Except around her neck, don't you, girl? Huh?
Look at that
Around
face.
the ears.
That's a face of loving it.
Get those little flies off of you. Oh, girl.
I think she'd lay her head on you if she could. She'd jump into your arms, Brian.
She'd do it when she was little. Remember the videos I got her when she was little?
Oh.
She'd like come right up on me when she was little.
Oh. Shoo, Mookie.
What'd you eat for dinner, girl?
Ooh.
Silver, what are you doing? Crazy nut, huh? What you doing?
Hi, honey.
Here, let me rub you. It only takes a couple times.
It does. She's just got to figure out what you're doing. Look at Brian, you've got a line. Brian's spa.
1908 would do it.
She would.
Girl. You want to rub too? Here. Yeah, maybe.
She's more influenced by like bread and donuts and things.
Gosh, you got a lot of flies on you, don't you, girl?
Look at her face.
Mook.
All right, we just want to thank you for tuning into our video. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel, share this, and we will see you in the next video on the farm.